What's good, Dokkan Ninja Turtles? Welcome back to another video. So the first thing everyone's going to want to know is when are the units coming out? And as you can currently see right here, at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern time tonight, these banners will be dropping. So if you are summoning on the banners, good luck. Hopefully your summons are going to be great. And again, new pity, not the same pity. So if you have your old pity coins, just pity whoever you want at that point. And if you're again going to use tickets, which by the way, we do have free tickets as well with this one. I don't know how many we're getting out of this one. Let me know in the comment section below. I didn't really look at it all that much, but I know we do have those. Obviously, there's the summonable tickets that you can, well, not summonable tickets, but the buyable tickets that you can get as well. And again, using your Dragon Stones. Should be a decent little bit of Dragon Stones that's probably coming out with this one, since we got Super Easy A, which doesn't give really all that much there, but we'll have other events and stuff like that, and with missions and stuff. So I would want to say this really quick. Coming over here. So the database update, shout out Proton to milligrams on X. Me and him is having a little interaction with this down here. That's homie. If you haven't followed him, go follow him. He does all the data downloads and stuff. But the database update to remove enemy skills from upcoming stage 3 of an event, the Supreme Magnificent Battle, the next generation Super Saiyan Edition. So this is basically that Gohan boss fight. So basically they're they're doing away with disables, evasion, and attacks guaranteed to hit. I'm gonna assume that they probably thought that it was either too hard, and they were like, okay, let's let them, let's let them dodge. Because basically, if you pull the Gohan, the Goten and Trunks card, basically a lot of that team that they have sort of um, revolves around dodging, and you- you'll be really disappointed if you can't. And I'm just going to say this right now: this might be their attempt to sort of power creep a bit. I'm just going to say, because this Super Saiyan 2, this Super Saiyan Team Gohan here, none of his stats will be updated until maybe like a couple of hours after the event does go live. So we'll be able to see what he actually has. 40% damage reduction and then 50% damage reduction. This all depends on what his stats really is and what that super Kamehameha is going to be doing, because that does greatly raise attack for one turn and causes immense damage. But if you just pivot over here for a second, you'll see that there's attack and defense with each attack received 100% up to 1,000. So this is basically screaming, the longer this fight goes, uh, the more deep water you're going to be in. And with a lot of the units currently right now that do super attack like 4 or 5 times, we'll have to sort of see what happens there, because I'm expecting, again, some units to probably get smoked in this one, because everyone's going to be trying to get this over with quick as possible and doing as much attacks as possible with sort of little build up for your characters, really. I'm sure that after you super attack and all this stuff, you might be just fine. But if you basically hit him 10 times, which is possible in one turn, you could be your slot 3. If he supers in a slot 3, could be getting effed up. But I think it was a good call for them to take out the disables evasion and guaranteed hits. I think that was probably a good call, or this one was going to be diabolical, especially if he had a massive amount of HP. I'm just going to say that now. If he was pushing like 700 or 800 million, then we would probably be in some heat, especially if that super attack was like already like a 4 or 5 million super attack. That would be something. But coming over here, because the data download, I did speak up a little bit uh, earlier. You can see that there were these special tickets that are actually in here as well. So there's 5 and also 6, which will be able to be used. We got trade jewels. Remember the B Pan event, which you should be able to get Dragon Stones out of, the Dragon ore out of it to exchange for Dragon Stones and stuff. So remember that is a new event. So if you haven't done the previous B Pan event, then I highly recommend you go in and try to get as much of that done as possible before this does reset at login. And yeah, there's new. So just throwing that out there. And again, you can see all the assets through here. By the way, it's so funny because a lot of people have been doing these sort of joke right now of all the TUR arts for the global Dokkan campaign have literally had a kicking motion, like literally all of them. And I'm like, hey, a kick is gonna hit a lot harder than a punch will. So maybe that's what's breaking through. Maybe that foot is breaking through your skull, and that's what the kick is. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that was the theme. Just the kicks from breaking through your skull. Maybe that was. But currently, right now, like I said, if you need to do a lot of things before the banners drop tonight, do what you need to do. Get prepared because I won't be live. I had to go back to work, but I'm still iffy. I did see the showcase for them, and this is just my afterthoughts after that. I did see the showcase for them. I really like the unit a lot. I like the Goten and Trunks unit a lot. They do a lot of damage. And also the Goten and Trunks Super Easy 8 is really good as well. Uh, I like the team. I just think that once they get a couple of pieces, so I can sort of see where there's going to be some people that's going to be. I'm going to skip the banner. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to skip the banner. We got another big celebration that's going to be coming out at the end of what August or early September or something like that. You know, like I can see some people saying they're going to skip, and that's highly justified. Highly, but let me know what you're gonna do. I'll probably have a poll up as well too, for maybe before the banner goes live or so, and we'll see what necessarily happens, what transpires. You can let me know your summons on that post, or also in the comments. You can come back here and just tell them right then and there. But other than that, have an awesome day/night. Stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.